like this is something new I'm doing. I'm going live on what the fuck? I'm going live on Facebook, on YouTube at the same time, like three different places. This is insane. I don't even know if that's gonna work. Cool. So if you guys can hear me, let me know in the comments below because I'm not exactly sure if you can. Uh, I've never done this before. I'm trying like this new platform. But you know what's funny with YouTube is when you want to do a test, you want to do a test, you cannot, if you go live, basically all of your subscribers are going to see it, and you can't really do like I guess, an independent test. They're so stupid. I'm just trying to see if I'm live. I am live now. Hell yeah. If you can hear me, let me know. If you can see me, let me know. Um, Hi. Oh, I see it. Hey, what's up, guys? What's up? So I don't really have a topic for today. So I really want to make this more of a Q&A. So whatever questions you guys have, just let me know. Let me know below. Any questions that you have about personal development? Do you struggle right now because of the quarantine with making friends, or you struggle with loneliness? Whatever you struggle with, the things that you struggle with in your life right now, I want to hear it all. And yeah. So yeah, just to get the, I guess, the conversation started. If you guys don't really have any questions, um, sometimes when you're in the quarantine, it's easy to become complacent and do nothing, right? So like you reach a point in your life where maybe you're living a regular life, and then quarantine hits. Like holy shit, everything turned upside down, and on top of that, you're stuck in your house. Stuck in your house, you can't do anything, and now you're gonna do something out of yourself because uh, nothing else to do, right? That business you always want to start, that art project you always want to start. There's a lot of artists on my Discord that are they want to do art, but they're always struggling, right? But now it's quarantine. You're stuck at home. You really don't have any other excuse, and I mean, what else are you gonna do? You're at home. You're at home, and all you have in front of you is your computer, maybe, and your work. So, whatever aspirations that you have, my invitation to you is do them, right? If it's something that you can do from your home, and you've been making excuses your whole life because, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta meet this friend, I have this family obligations. Now you don't have any of these obligations. Now you're stuck home, right? So I mean, it's the perfect time right now to get started. Whatever you want to get started on. Honestly, you can watch a million self-help videos and can tell you the same thing. And can tell you, oh man, you feel down. Well, why don't you, I don't know, go for a walk, try to feel better, or no, you're just gonna do it. That's it. So I'm just gonna say hello to everyone here. What's up, Aaron? What's up, Han Saez? You're legendary. Thank you, Aaron. Self-discipline. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Shivani, hello. I love lemons. Hello. Hello there. That's a funny name. Is this live or no? This is live. This is totally live. It is totally live. Live stream. Yep. And hello, DJ. Hello, Cryptograph. Do looks matter? Yeah, we'll look into that. So nice. So Aaron, you say self-discipline. What do you struggle with self-discipline exactly? Tell me a bit more about your situation, because self-discipline is a funny thing, because people will say that different things. Some people will say, it's all about doing it, just taking action. Don't even look back. Just do it. Like Jocko Willink would say, how do you get out of bed? You just get out of bed. Right, that's what he would say. So I mean, that's kind of what you're gonna do. But that's on, I guess, on the surface level you're gonna do it, right? But also you want to look into your environment and look at how can you set your environment in a way where self-discipline becomes effortless or self-discipline becomes easy, right? So for example, if you want to be more disciplined to go to the gym or work out, well, it would help if you, let's say, you put your clothes right next to your, on your bench, so once you, or like you put your running shoes and all your gym clothes right in front of the front door, so then you wake up and then you see it. It's easier to just get dressed up and go. instead of trying to find it in like your gym bag that you left in the storage garage, whatever, downstairs, that you gotta go all the way downstairs to find it, and you don't even know where it is. Like, oh man, you know what? I'm just gonna stay in bed. But if the shoes are right in front of your face when you wake up, right? Let's say on your morning stand or whatever on your desk, right? You put all your stuff there, and you see it. It's gonna be way easier to just go and do it, right? So you're gonna set up sort of like a system, I guess, your environment in a way where discipline becomes much easier, right? So, for example, me, how do I keep myself disciplined to, keep shooting these videos week after week? And I've been doing at least a video a week for like the last 3 years, right? 3 to 4 years. How do I keep this consistency? Well, every time before I go to bed, I just write down what I'm going to do the next day. And so then I set up my structure, my system in a way that I'm going to do it, right? And so I'll write down, for example, okay, so for the next day, I'm gonna, work on the video script, and then I'll write that the night before. So then when I wake up, I know what to do, and I feel like a lot of the self-discipline, the lack of discipline, is also you have lack of clarity about what you have to do, right? Because if you have to think to do the thing, then you're not gonna do the thing, right? If you have to think like, oh well, I want to start a business, but how am I going to do it? And then you lie down on the couch, you do nothing. Well, of course, you're going to do nothing if you don't know what you have to do, right? So I don't know who said that. But 90% of the problem is just defining the problem, and 10% is solving the problem, right? So when I go on, going a bit on a tangent here, but when I go on these free consultation calls, I help people, I help other people. Really, what I tell them is 90% of solving your issue is just awareness of the problem, right? You're aware of the problem, you're aware of what you have to do to solve it, and then it's going to solve itself in a way. So that's the first step. So yeah, just basically set up a system around you so that you can, so it's easier to be self-disciplined. That's what I would say. Cryptograph. Do looks matter when it comes to dating? What is your opinion on the black pill? Well, I made a whole video about it. It's like a 54-minute video. You just write down Nameless black pill on YouTube. You'll see it, and with all the timestamps. And do looks matter? Looks matter, but they are not everything, right? That's what I like to say is, in sort of the red pill PUA sphere, they tell you that it's all about confidence, it's all about personality. And then the black pill community tell you, no, it's all about looks. I think it's somewhere in between. I don't think it's one or the other. And that's the problem with, these communities and all that, is they're very sort of one-sided, right? They always see, they're always looking at things at either or, but they don't see sort of the gray area here. And, if you talk about someone in the community, you tell them, well, it's not all about looks. Have you ever thought about, if you present yourself a specific way, if you say a certain thing, then a woman is more likely to be more receptive if you say it that way instead of that other way. And, you look into all the intricacies of social dynamics and relationships. And I think it would really be a shame to boil down men to woman relationships to physical appearance. I believe that there's way more than that to a human connection, right? Because if you look at relationships, dating, we're talking about relationships. We're talking about a human being relating to another human being. And I don't believe that we can boil that down just to appearance. It's way too materialistic and too superficial to be true. And from firsthand experience, if you actually go out there in the dating market, you'll see that this is not the case. You see that, it's not all about looks. And people who say that, I think, are just very insecure about their own looks, or they're trying to find like a reason, I guess, to be mediocre in a way and not take the action, right? I don't know. That's just what I think. Greatest movie scenes. cool channel, cool name, by the way. My friend used me to get a better grade. I don't know how to be more dominant. Okay, well, well, if you can give me a bit more context to that, I'm not exactly sure. Um, I mean, me, yeah, just give me more context. I'm not sure I understand. Aaron, I work out in gym property, but it's harder for me to focus on studies. When I sit to study, I feel not to. I remember my past regrets, thoughts to watch anime, scared of future. Okay, okay. So while you're trying to sit and study, you feel like so you have like all these negative thoughts, right? You can't focus in a way. Okay, so that's interesting. Well, well, there's two parts to it. First of all, when someone tells me that they can't focus on their studies, often they are still sort of in high school or college, right? I don't know what age you're at right now, but usually at a young age, let's say when you're in high school, it's it's normal to not be motivated because you don't really give a shit. You're kind of at school and you're at school because you have to, not because you really want to. If you're still in high school and all that, I would just say my advice to you is, I guess you just got to do it. There's not much else to it. Um, and as I said, as I've explained earlier, trying to set a system so that it's easier for you to study. Maybe you can set up a reward system. After you're done studying, you can play video games, or you can go out and do whatever you want, or buy yourself a treat. That's sort of like, I guess, the motivation aspect. The motivation also helps with discipline with that. But with the negative thoughts, it's when you have negative thoughts, it's you have to accept them in a way, and it's not something you can wrestle with. So my advice for you is like practice mindfulness meditation. Just be mindful of your thoughts. So while you're studying and you're having a negative thought, like, okay, I'm having this thought, just acknowledge it and try to calmly bring back your attention to your studies. And you have to do this repeatedly. It's not something that you do once and then you're gonna be good at it. It's you have to practice that shifting your mind, shifting your mind away from the negative thought to what you have to focus on. You have to practice that over and over again. So yeah. Power matrix. Do you script your entire video or you write general ideas that you elaborate on freely? It depends what video. Depends on the video. I do write an outline for all my videos. For a live stream like this, I don't write anything. Basically just go with the flow. So sometimes before a live stream, I have like maybe an idea I'm going to talk about, because the first minute or two, people are not very online, or they're not really here. So that's why I have like a minute or two just to fill in the time. But that's basically it. Yeah. So yeah, that's how you should do it if you have a YouTube channel. Hello, Zakaria Habib. Hello, 8-Ball Pool. Big fan. Thank you. I'm loving these names, by the way. That's what I like about YouTube. Is like you have all these usernames, and on Facebook you have to put like a name. And funny thing, on Facebook I called myself. You know why I call myself John Killingsworth? Because I couldn't put Nameless. I wanted to just put Nameless, and Facebook told me, hey, that's not a real name. Fuck you. So you gotta put a real name. So I invented John Killingsworth. Funny story. I love lemons. Well, if you look good but you're a bad person, I still will not talk to you. Personally think that personality matters more. Yep, exactly. So when it comes to dating or just social relationships and all that, it's really it's a matter of personality a lot, and like your ability to interact with that other person. If you're able to interact with that other person and you're able to convey yourself in a great way, then it doesn't really matter how you look. Or how you look, it helps a lot, right? Of course, your first impression matters. It matters a lot, actually. But at the end of the day, you got to know how to interact with the other person, right? Whether it be a job interview or in dating or all that. And I remember one of my mentors, his name is Drew. I actually did an interview about him with him. You can look it up on my channel. It's called The Dark Side of Seduction interview with Drew E. Okay, you can look that up. And he said that basically seduction dating, it's a lot like sales. He says, like, he said that he became a dating coach after like 1 to 2 years in the PUA community. I was like, how can you be a dating coach so quickly? That's completely insane. And he told me, well, actually, I was in sales for 10 plus years, and sales and seduction is complete like the exact same thing. And I was shocked, like, how is that the exact same thing? Like, it's different because you're there's like a sort of like hormones going on, men to woman, and like seduction. How could that be the same as like selling a car, right, or selling a service? But he said no, it's the exact same thing. And I think now that I've done a bit of sales, I've done a bit of, I guess, online marketing and all that, and now I understood what he meant when he said that seduction dating, it's a lot like sales, right? Just look at your online dating profile. Men, women, just go on, I don't know, Match.com, whatever. You look at these dating profiles. It's the women are trying to sell themselves to a potential partner. They're trying to sell themselves as a potential candidate for dating. And the men, they do the same thing, and they do like these descriptions. So now you're gonna tell me that it's all about looks? I don't know, but I don't think it is. Funny man 540. Hey, just got in here. Have to disagree. I can't date girls I don't feel a physical attraction to. Yeah, of course. Well, um, there's a physical component, as I've said. It's not all physical. It's not all personality. There's a in between, right? So of course you have to be decent looking. If you look bad, you have to work on your appearance. But I'd say it's not all about it, right? So I think it depends on your level of the kind of person that you are. But personally, I believe like a decent guy, like a decent like um, guy with integrity and values would much rather date a woman who's incredibly smart, incredibly kind, incredibly open-minded, and like average looking than like a woman who's like a top model and toxic. Because any guy who's got values and integrity wouldn't tolerate such behavior, even if she was like a playboy, I don't know what model that every guy like uh, stares at on Instagram, whatever. Like, I think a guy with integrity would look at the person for who they are. I don't know. That's just me. So you can, uh, if you have any opinions, let me know. I am in CLG college. Oh, yeah, Aaron. So your comment about uh, who said that? Anyways, I kind of lost you. Anyways, let's move to the next comment. Brandon, I currently live in a state where all I want to do is sleep after work, and I really never have energy throughout the day to do anything. Any advice to help? So, I read state as in like United States. Okay, let me read that again. Sleep after work and never have energy. So I'm gonna ask you a few questions here. So first, what is the work that you're doing? Is it something that you like? If it's just like a 9 to 5 job that you just need to get by, then I understand if you feel tired. That's normal. So you have to. But if it's like, if what you mean by work is like your career or something you want to do for your life, and you feel tired after that, then maybe it's the wrong career. Maybe you need to consider like changing careers, right? Because for example, my business is working on this channel, working on Nameless. This makes me this gives me energy a lot of times because this is something that I love. So when I work on this, doing these live streams, yes, it's a bit tiring, but at the beginning, but as I go, I feel like the energy coming in. I feel like I feel the positive energy coming in, and it's giving me energy. It's revitalizing me. So look at the work that you're doing and assess it if that's the thing that you really want, right? Um, and now the second thing I'd look into is look at your health. Of course, energy has to do a lot with your health, your sleep. Me, I have this sleep tracker here that helps track my sleep. So I really look at different markers that tell me about my energy levels, right? So you have to look at all the markers. So you look at when you wake up in the morning, how do you feel? Do you feel refreshed, or do you feel like you've slept like shit? If you slept like shit, then maybe it's something you have to reassess. Like, okay, well, maybe I'm playing a video game before sleep. That's not calming me down, and I get a shitty sleep because of that. I drink too much caffeine. There's so many aspects about health I can't really get into here, but you have to look at the health aspect for sure. And the third thing that I'm going to add is you got to find your purpose. You got to find something to strive towards. And if you find that thing that fulfills you, then I think the energy, it will have to come, right? It will have to come. Daniel, fanboy, yo, what's up? Nameless, long time. Yo, what's up, man? I don't think we spoke before, but yeah, it's been a long time, I guess. I don't know how I feel. My mind is dumb. I'm not present. Well, ask yourself this. If you don't know how you feel, if you have a hard time connecting with your emotions, try to get back in touch with yourself and ask yourself, what is it that I am feeling? What is the thing that I'm feeling right now? And how could I feel, just that. Ask yourself, what am I feeling? And sit with the feeling. Whatever you're having, if you're feeling numb, just say that. Okay, I'm feeling numb right now. And sit with the feeling and try to dig a bit deeper and just try to be aware of whatever you're feeling. And if you can't feel, maybe just look at the thoughts. What are the thoughts that I'm having? Maybe the thoughts that you're having is, I'm feeling, this is shit. My life is shit. My life is hopeless. I don't know what to do with my life, or whatever it is. So yeah, just maybe something to look at is you look at your emotions and just sit with them and try to name them. Because once you're aware of your emotions, once you shine the light of awareness on your emotions, it's like they automatically cure themselves. It's a strange way. That's how spiritual teachers they heal trauma, or how psychologists do it. They just bring awareness to the emotion to try to bring the light of awareness on your emotions, even if it's numbness, and practice that a little bit every day. See what that does to you. I'm in a thoughtless state. Help me, please. Thoughtless state. That sounds pretty cool. Actually, I'd like to be in a thoughtless state, because that's what monks and meditators try to achieve, is this sort of this thoughtless, peaceful state. So maybe if you can expand on that, what that means exactly, or how is that bad to you. I wasn't even live on the group. I wasn't even live on the Facebook group. Damn it. Okay, now I'm live on the Facebook group too. So everyone watching from the Dark Side of Self-Development Facebook group, feel free to ask me any questions in the comments below, because this is the Q&A right now. It's also going to be on YouTube. All right, so let's keep going. I understand you. I have a different opinion, but I understand. Okay. Yeah, about dating. No problem, Aaron. Hello there. Love your content. Hello, CL Moon. Shivani, your videos were a reality check for me. Yeah. Well, thanks for the compliment. That's exactly what I try to achieve with my videos, is truth. Truth, the number one, is sort of my highest value for this channel. So I'm glad that you resonated with it. What are your thoughts on MBTI personality types? I just opened a Discord and I talk about MBTI. I fucking love it. I love it. I think MBTI is amazing for your personal development. In fact, all of my clients, before we get into working together, before we get onto sort of in the onboarding questionnaire, I ask them what their personality type is, and they have to do a test. And the test really tells you, if you go on 16personalities.com, it gives you, after you do the test, it gives you a clear idea of what kind of person you are, and just the letters and how it's explained is amazing. And it's yes, it might sound a bit pseudo-sciencey for some people, but it's Carl Jung analytical psychology. It's backed by Carl Jung, and they keep like refining the science as they go. And you know what, I'd make the point here, I'd make the claim here that I think all psychology is, it's a softer science, right? It's a very soft science. So just right from the start, understanding psychology is such an elusive endeavor, because how can you understand the mind? It's so complex. It's like one of the most complex things that ever exists, and more complex than any computer that has ever been created. So, but I think that MBTI personality test really helps with just kind of having like a overview of who you are, and that's an amazing starting point. Actually, I'm gonna have a interview with one of my past coaching clients about MBTI, so check it out. What looking good or bad do you think it means? What is the definition for these? Do you think beauty is objective? That's very interesting. Well, if you've there were certain studies that were done about like what hip to waist ratio men prefer and what kind of I guess facial features that a woman prefer. So I believe there are certain objective aspects, I guess, to what looks good, right? So symmetry, but even then, even all of these things that I'm telling you right now, even that is subjective about beauty, because I mean, it's just from our subjective human experience. What is beautiful is a woman with like a particular hip waist ratio and certain size of breasts, whatever thing, right? That's like sort of our image of what is pretty. But if you ask a bird, if you ask a bird, hey, so which human is prettier, the grandmother with all wrinkles or the young lady? Which one is prettier? The bird is not going to care. Or if you ask a monkey, he's not going to care. It's really like I know I'm going very deep here on a tangent, but just think of it as like how everything is so like subjective, and how beauty is such like a subjective concept that anything is beauty is beauty is all in our heads. Beauty is sort of like a invention that's it's our own perspective, really, I believe. But of course, like if you're talking about the dating market, there are certain things that if you do will make you look more attractive on average, right? So let's say if you cut your hair in a way that's well groomed, if you work out and you lose fat, of course you're gonna look better, of course. But that's still subjective in the grand scheme, philosophical scheme of things. It is subjective, but in the practical sense, of course, it makes a difference. Pragmatically, it makes a difference. But anyway, if you want to talk about philosophy, you could talk about 10 hours. Anyways, hey bro, what's up? This is Ardit. What's up? Doing good. Go cool Nair. What's your thoughts on breastfeeding? If you troll, I'm gonna block you. Sorry. It's funny though. I like the trolls. What the fuck? Oh, I love trolls. I love trolls and I hate trolls at the same time. I know how to explain it. But how to be present. I'm going to teach you how to be present. This is how you are present. See, did you catch that? This is how you're present. Right? I'm not trying to think of what I'm going to say next right now. So this is me being present. And this is just me being here. So this is how you are present. Yes, you can watch self-help videos tell you, yo, man, you can practice meditation, read Eckhart Tolle to be present. No, being present is like now, right? So this is presence. Blueberry X, hey, what's up? Brandon, it is a 9-to-5 job, but it is mainly because I'm severely depressed. Okay, from the past. Well, depression is probably speak to like a licensed mental health practitioner if it's severely depressed, because what a psychologist can help you with is deal with the traumas from the past, deal with the things that might have been going on in your past, which is important, and that's something that it can help you with. If the past is holding you back, I suggest probably see a psychologist. If fear about the future, fear about, what you want to do with your life, or uncertainty or confusion, then you probably need to speak to a coach, life coach like me, right? But if it's really the past traumas, I probably recommend you speak to someone licensed to do that. Rachel, hello. I've been busy, but just watched all your latest videos earlier. You're a wise soul. That's rare. To my question is, what do you think about the global narcissist epidemic that is rising slowly? Well, first of all, thanks a lot, Rachel. Global narcissist epidemic. That's interesting. I've never heard of anything like that. So there's like sort of you saying like a sort of epidemic of narcissists going on right now. I mean, we're gonna get political here, okay? But like, just bear with me here. Like, I don't have any political inclinations towards like liberal, conservative. I don't give a shit. This is just an analysis, okay? So, I guess with Donald Trump, him like showing serious signs of narcissistic personality disorder, I think it's showing just how the world is headed towards, which doesn't seem to be headed in a good direction. It seems like, you know, half of the population of the U.S. voted for Trump in 2016. That just kind of shows how out of touch people are with narcissism, right? Or they feel like narcissism is okay, or narcissism is nothing wrong with it, or they don't even notice the narcissism. And I don't think it's something we can ignore. What I believe is that you should, people who are narcissistic, or you encounter narcissistic people, is you have to be careful with them, and you have to protect yourself against narcissists. And the cure to narcissism is humility, honesty, authenticity. If there was more humility, more honesty, more vulnerability, I think that narcissism would go away, or narcissism would be less of a problem. So that's what I invite you to do in your life. Be more vulnerable, be more yourself, put yourself out there. Even if you need to wear a mask on the internet like me, I'm wearing a mask on the internet, but I'm still being vulnerable. I'm still putting myself out there, and it's not easy. It's not easy, especially with the mask. People criticize me a lot and all that, but that's my own way of trying to combat, I don't know what I was headed with that sentence, but it's a way to, putting myself out there. It's a way to, to remember to humble myself, and to put myself out there. I'm gonna make mistakes. Sometimes I'm gonna stumble upon certain words, and especially live, because there's no cuts. So this is me being vulnerable. This is me putting myself out there, and I think if people were to be more honest with themselves, there'd be less narcissism. Sneaky, you're gonna be a celebrity one day. Thank you. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I thought it would be cool to be just one second. Okay, now it's a bit better with the curtains open. Yeah, I always thought about, that one day maybe I'll become famous, or Nameless will become very big. But honestly, I don't really care about becoming famous. It's more like, yes, if I'm famous, I will have a greater impact, which is what I want. So in that sense, it makes sense to become famous. So because of that, yes, I want to become famous because I'd have a greater impact. But I don't want to become famous just for the fame, because honestly, I feel like becoming famous would, it has some of its issues, becoming famous. And, you can see it with certain celebrities. But yeah, I guess one day maybe I'll become famous. I hope so. Why do you wear a mask? Smriti Parhi, love from India. I am feeling anxious. Yeah, well, glad you asked, because I literally get asked this question every day. You can YouTube search my video, Nameless, we all wear masks, and explain sort of philosophy behind the mask. And but the short answer is, I wear a mask because I always wanted to become a superhero. And instead of letting that dream just be a dream, right? And being like everybody else and showing my face, I thought I wouldn't show my face and I'd be something different, and I just wanted to do it. So that's the short answer for why I wear a mask. Hello, I've been busy. Oh yeah, you posted twice. Okay. Montigia, Franker. Hello, Nameless. I'm a subscriber from Indonesia. Keep up your comment. Thank you. Go cool. How is Montreal as a city? Montreal is great as a city. Honestly, it's a bit crazy with COVID, but if you don't look at COVID, it's great. People are very social, very open-minded. I've gone to other cities like I don't know, New York, Toronto, or Ottawa, and I feel like Montreal people are more friendly, more open-minded, because the diversity in Montreal, people are very diverse in Montreal, and I'd say that in Montreal, they're a bit more like they're a bit more, I guess, hipster-ish. I don't know, hippie-ish, which is a good thing, by the way, because it means that people are more open-minded. They're more like open to diversity. Uh, than like, let's say, a city like Toronto, where people are a bit more like business, very individualistic, entrepreneurial, which is good, if you're like that. But I feel like Montreal has more of this human element. I don't know. That's just kind of what I've felt, and also what I've heard from other people. I've read Robert Greene books, The Laws of Power, where he states that fear can help you gain power instead of love. What do you think? The good old. That's actually taken from also from Niccolo Machiavelli. He says it is better to be feared than to be loved. In terms of power, yes. If you just want to get power, fear helps. Just look at Donald Trump. He's an amazing manipulator. He's an amazing thought manipulator, right? He knows how to manipulate masses. He's, in a sense, Trump is as much like a genius. I choke on my own saliva. Trump is as much a genius as he is a fool sometimes. It's kind of strange, right? But yeah, I mean, he's like one of the best leaders who used fear in their power to become a president. So Trump is the greatest example of how fear can help you gain power. But it's in the ultimate sense, if we, in sort of the personal development sense and all that, of course you want to strive towards love rather than fear. And unfortunately, with this present state of the world, we're so led by fear, because fear is the overwhelming sentiment right now. Fear works. But if love were to become more of a sort of general sentiment, then I feel love would work better. But it's not the case right now. My hope is that the world becomes a more loving place instead of a more fearful place. I don't know, but as of right now, yes, fear seems to work, unfortunately. Thank you, no problem, DJ. Blank thought I am tensed. Sorry, I don't get it. Sorry. So your mind is blank, and that makes you tense. Just try to be mindful of it, and even the thought of like, oh my God, my mind is blank. Even that is a thought. So just be aware of the thought. Just notice the thought and look at, what could be going on with that thought. Maybe you have a sort of emotion attached to that thought. Just observe. Just observe. Be aware. Something you have to practice. MBTI is a Myers-Briggs personality test. Just go on 16personalities.com, do the test. It's really awesome. Little Giant, how to deal with conflict with oneself. Depends what kind of conflict. I guess there's different types of conflicts. You could be conflict with your emotions, with your thoughts. What I do to when I'm feeling just sort of like conflicting thoughts about, oh, I want to start this venture here with Nameless, this business, or no, I want to do this now. Oh, but I could do art also. And I'm having this sort of like conflicts in myself. I just write it down. I write it down like, okay. And when you write it down, you have a different perspective on your conflict, on the problem. Because when it's all in your head, it's very hard to sort of put things together. So my advice to you is put it on paper and write it out. And at the end of your journal session, maybe you write like a journal session of, I don't know, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, I don't know. At the end, just write like, so key takeaways from this session, whatever, conclusion, and then just write some like in summary what the conflict is about and what you think you should do. That's what I do at the end. Um, I write down the whole problem in my head, and at the end, I write conclusion. What should I do? Action plan. Oh, so I'm feeling conflicted about this idea or that idea, so I should probably do a bit of both or whatever. I just write something down, and that helps me a lot. So maybe try that. I know it's not a question from the same person, but I'm happy to see you. The test says I'm INFP. Any advice for INFPs? It wasn't INFP, man. I sort of got. I only attract INFPs. Like this channel is like a. This channel is like a keeps attracting INFPs. All of my friends, by the way, are INFPs. My girlfriend is an INFP. This is hilarious. My advice for INFPs. Okay, my advice for you is express yourself. Express yourself. There's something inside of you that you want to express. I'm sure it has probably has to do with something artistic. If it's not artistic, it's just something creative that you want to put into the world. You have to express that, and don't be afraid to express it. I know putting yourself out there can be scary. Okay, maybe you're shy because a lot of INFPs are shy. So you just got to do it. Just one step at a time. Be gentle with yourself and trying to explore that inner world and convey that to the world. And because your inner world is so rich, like INFPs, not just INFPs, but a lot of people, you guys watching this channel, I'm sure you guys are very deep thinkers, philosophers. You like to think about a lot of things deeply. Okay, so you have such a rich inner world, and I feel like it's a shame that you don't share that knowledge with the rest of the world, or you don't share your sort of artistic feelings to the rest of the world, because it will be so beautiful if you were to do that. So that's my advice for INFPs. I think I'm going to do, if there's a lot of INFPs, maybe I'll do a video on INFPs. I don't know. Yeah, beauty has a lot of forms. Agreed. I will recommend you to come to Nameless Discord group where you can discuss about this. I would like to help you, but it's too much here. Yeah, honestly, come on the Discord group. There's a section for that. Dark Barbarian. That's a cool name, by the way. Yo, man, absolutely love your content. Keep it up. Thank you. Rachel, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Yep. Go cool Nair. What's your opinion on guys who wear shoes inserts to increase their height at nightclubs and music festivals? Nothing wrong with that. I mean, nothing wrong with that. It's just, expect, like, when you remove your shoes, you're going to be shorter, right? And that's just how it is. So I guess, if you were to go, let's say, on a date, if you really want to be serious with a woman, then I wouldn't do that, because I guess it's kind of cheating. I don't know. I think it's kind of cheating. Unless you like boots with like heels for men. Some of these boots look really cool with a certain style. So unless it's your style, go ahead. But I don't know. I have no opinion. You do what you want. It's a free world. Theories and science. What do you think of anti-natalism? I'm going to Google that right now. And, well, first, what is natalism? What is that? Natalism, also called pronatalism or the pro-birth position, is a belief that promotes the reproduction of human life. What is anti-natal? So does that mean that anti-natalism is like we shouldn't reproduce? I don't know. That sounds kind of weird. I don't know why. That sounds like you want the end of the world or something. I don't know. I never looked into it. I'd love to hear more about it. I believe handsome makes you handsome. Yes. Would you recommend MMA martial arts to improve self-confidence? Yes. I haven't taken classes in martial arts, but I have friends actually who know martial arts, and they taught me a little bit, and I realized that learning a bit of it does help with my confidence a little bit, especially with I've almost been into fights before. I've never been like in a real full-on fight where everyone's like bloody. I've never been in a fight like that, but it really helps. I feel so. Definitely helps for confidence. It shouldn't be the only thing though. Like if you're doing MMA to sort of compensate because you feel like lower as a person, um, I would rather come back to like, why you feel unworthy in the first place, and look at that, and like explore that, and look at what's the reason behind that, right? So yeah, just making sure it's still working perfect. Isn't narcissism human nature? It is. Narcissism is human nature, but narcissism comes in different forms, right? And different levels. Um, so you can be narcissist level 1 or narcissist level 10. Of course, we all have maybe like 1% narcissism in all of us, or 10%, Um, but the question here is, when does it become a problem? And I believe that when it crosses the barrier where you no longer can see other people, and you feel like you're superior than others, like categorically superior than others, and all of the negative signs, I believe that you're crossing a boundary. But if you're narcissism just in the sense that you care about yourself and your well-being, I don't think that's narcissism. Even I think that's just self-love, and self-love is a completely different topic. um, so yeah, yes, I think we all have a bit of narcissism in a sense, but it's not always bad. My mask is falling off really bad, as you can tell. For those who have more questions for Nameless, I recommend to join this Discord. Yes, awesome. You're amazing. I think you're. Is that you, Denny? I know it's you, Denny. Don't lie to me. I know it's you. I'm sure it's you because I think I recognize your display picture. I think it's you. Is it you? Wearing a mask is a great idea. People are more interested in the idea of mystery. Even the haters won't know what to attack. Haha. Exactly. I love it when people understand Nameless. The funniest of thing. Okay, I paid I paid like $100 to be like for a YouTube online course and like a Facebook group. Okay, funniest thing happened. Okay, I just post a video just to get feedback, and just the first thing that I get is like someone tells me how my mask is creepy. It looks like I look like a conspiracy theorist or some crazy shit like that. And I paid $100 to be part of this group. Like, what the fuck? It's just, um, it's just so, it's sad. Like, people don't understand what I do. And when I read a comment like that, people that understood my message, even if I never explicitly stated it, that's amazing. Like, I'm amazed at how like you guys understood my message, even though I didn't say it verbally, right? That's amazing. Dark Barbarian, when I'm conscious, I make logical decisions like I should work right now, etc. But the problem is I often go into my subconscious mode where I make stupid decisions, waste time. How do I stay conscious? Yeah, so it sounds like you're battling two parts of your brain. So there's sort of like the logical part of your brain, and there's the emotional part. Now, or you could call it like the rational prefrontal cortex and the limbic brain, the lizard brain, right? So sort of two parts of you. So it's like you have to learn to, I guess, ride the elephant, right? The elephant is sort of the limbic brain that just wants to scream and be like, I don't want to do this, right? That's your elephant brain. You can picture it like that. And then you have your rational brain, which is like the human on top of the elephant, and you just got to tame it. And how do you tame it? It's just constant mindfulness, practice mindfulness meditation, and it's the same. It's like the same. It's like the same thing. Wait, what was I saying? Yeah, so it's I'm tired as fuck, as you can tell. So what was I saying is, yeah, so you have to tame the subconscious. You have to tame your subconscious mind by focusing on the present moment, focusing on your thoughts, and just being aware of the thoughts, and just bring awareness to it. And meditation is. I just keep saying that it's like I feel like it's the cure to so many things. So you want to make sure that you have a daily practice of meditation. Me, I've been meditating for 8 years, no, 10 years, 10 plus years, I think 11 years now, daily, almost daily for like 20 to 30 minutes a day. Yes, the first few years I wasn't consistent, but But really, since I do meditation, when I'm having those emotional sort of flare ups, so there's emotions that come up, my subconscious comes up, then I can deal with it a lot better. Of course, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes, the emotion is so heavy that, I have to scream, or I have to hit a pillow, or I have to cry, or it happens to everyone. But I can always bring back my consciousness to the present moment, to the logical, because of meditation. So that's my tip for you. Yes, link. Yeah, in all of my recent videos, you'll see a Discord link. I'm not sure in the old ones, but in the recent videos they are. So if you want to join the Discord, uh, you don't think the word narcissist is overused, Shani Warden? Interesting, interesting. I do think that sometimes, if you look on like narcissistic abuse recovery Facebook groups, because I've looked into these things. Sometimes I feel like people are using the word narcissist just to attack someone else, or attack, so like a, because they don't, because they want to simplify, they want to demonize the other person, so they just call it they just give them a label, right? And I mean, everyone's a bit of a narcissist sometimes, okay? So I mean, some people might misuse it. I don't know if a misuse is overuse, but the thing is, it has to be used in a, with any term or label that you use, you have to make sure to use it in a logical way, in a way that isn't going to box that person into a category and now they're evil, right? It's like you need to use it in a way that that is accurate. So I think that's the word, in an accurate way. Bench PR. My bench PR is, what's my bench PR? What's my bench PR? 35 plus 25. Wait, I'm just doing the math here. 70, 140, about 160, 165 times 4, something like that. Not something huge, but that's what I do. Hi, Nameless, Ocean Eyes. What's up, Ocean Eyes? I want to ask about how to develop learning ability, because I've been through depression in past and my learning are severely affected. I can barely focus while studying. I'm a student, by the way. Well, it's crazy because I read all the questions and the answer is in the question. It's like, well, how do you develop learning ability? How do you focus? By developing your focus, by developing your learning ability. It's like you gotta do it more. With any skill, like you can read that in Mastery by Robert Greene or Mastery by George Leonard, is you need deliberate practice. You need to practice deliberately the skill you want to get better at. So if you want to get better at focus, practice focusing. Try to read a book without any distractions, without anything, and try to hold your focus for at least a few minutes without, drifting away. Can you do that? Can you read a whole page without like thinking about anything else? Just one page. Try to do that. Okay. And when you can do that, try to do 2 pages, right? Then do 3 pages, right? Me, not always, but sometimes I'll spend like an entire hour just reading, and I'll have like no thoughts in my head. I'll just be thinking about just reading the book nonstop, and it's crazy when it happens. It doesn't happen all the time, but like if you practice, you get better at it. So my answer is probably practice. Yep. Mask is just symbol. The message is anyone can be Batman. Hell yeah, anyone can be Superman. Anyone can be Nameless. Anyone can be whatever you want to be. The man behind this mask is a man just like you, a person just like you. Keep that in your mind, tattoo it in your forehead, whatever. The mask isn't to hide identity. I mean, what do I have to hide? I don't have to hide anything, really. I mean, yes, it's cool to sort of separate your professional life from your personal life. I think that's something very cool. So that's kind of the reason why, also. But no, honestly, I don't really have anything to hide. If anyone were to like see my true face, and actually, I've had fans who saw my real face when I went to music festivals and we spoke. So it's not that big of a deal. If I do live events, probably you'll see my face, right? If in a few years, when COVID ends and I have enough of a following to do like live tours or whatever, maybe I'll do live events. I don't know. it's a lot of organization and kind of tedious. But honestly, to meet you guys live, that would be awesome. I don't know. Yeah. So yeah. Montasia, what do you think about polygamy relationship? Would you let your daughter or to date a man to have a wife already? Uh, I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Uh, I feel like polygamy is it sounds great on paper, but in practice, it's much harder. Probably much harder. I mean, because look, personally, me, I'm trying to be sort of a minimalistic in my life. Not physically because I own so much stuff, but sort of mentally. So I'm like, okay, well, what I have time for my life is like my girlfriend and my close friends, my family, my purpose, maybe my hobbies, meditation. That's it. Now, if you add two, three, four partners on top of that, how the heck are you gonna have the time, right? I mean, I would much rather go infinitely deeper with one person than just go like sort of scatter myself around with a million people. And I feel like, um, maybe if you're like sort of the I don't know, the pickup artist group, they sort of put this fantasy of polygamy and polyamory and all that. The POAs, I don't know why they do that, but I don't think that it's healthy for everyone, and it's probably very hard to maintain. I mean, yeah, maybe it'll make you look like a boss or whatever to flatter your ego, but I mean, besides that, it's highly impractical. Like, I would not be able to have a business if I tried that, right? Hard, how hard is it to become a DJ at Montreal? Actually, I have a friend who he lived in Montreal and he lived in no, actually he's from Ottawa. He just makes music and he sort of he became a DJ at clubs. I have another friend in Montreal who's a DJ at clubs also. I don't know if he still does it, but if you have connections, if you're willing to network around, I'm sure you can become a DJ pretty easy. I don't know. So if you're decent enough, maybe you can play at like a shitty bar when you begin with, and then you move your way up to like bigger clubs. I don't know. So I think you can do it. I think you can do it. Why not? What's up, David? What's up, Abba? You guys sent those messages 20 minutes ago. I'm so late in my questions. Apologize if I'm. Holy shit! I don't even look at the time. Guess I'm gonna plow through these a bit quicker here, just to get to the recent ones. Okay, Mary Queen of Scots, you're hot. Thank you. Go cool, hey man, I love you. Montreal playlist. Thank you. Oh yeah, the videos, right? The POV videos. Yeah, a lot of them are shot in Montreal. Yeah. Rachel, well, I'm an INTJ, the rarest females in the world, and I only get along with my dog. That's insane. So someone wants to. My girlfriend wants to pass by, so 1 sec. I'm gonna hide the cameras. I don't want to face reveal my girlfriend, if you know what I mean. Okay, she's gone. No, it's funny. INTJ rarest females in the world. Yeah, honestly, I have a INTJ friend. He's a guy. It's crazy because INTJs are they're incredibly logical, analytical, and they're not very sort of feeling. They don't really in touch with other people's emotions. They have less empathy for others in a way. They're a bit more cold, but it's not that they're cold. It's just they're so logical that they come off cold in a way, and that's insane. That's amazing. That's very rare actually. So that's awesome. That makes you very unique. You have a girlfriend? I thought you were polygamous. No, I'm not polygamous. No, hell no. Yo, Diamond, Georgia, advice for having more self-discipline, especially when struggling with depression. Yeah, that's tough because depression is like it's a downer, right? Like when you're depressed, you don't want to do anything. You have such low energy. Honestly, like if you have depression, it's discipline is not like if you just say just do it. Like someone who's depressed is it's so hard to actually do that when you're depressed, right? So hard. So that's the problem. So it starts with being very gentle, doing like very simple things. Can you just get out of bed? Just set yourself like the very small goals and achieve them. Try to be consistent, even if it's just like, okay, every day I just have to wake up at 8 a.m. If I wake up at 8 a.m., even if I do nothing for the day, I fucking woke up at 8 a.m. Like, be proud of that. And just start with like simple things, especially when depressed. It's very hard. And just build your way up like that. And the more things that you do, the more you go out there, and you're just going to feel better. So as I said, just trying to plow through here. The questions, so many. Kaushal Mala, what's up? Oh yeah, why do you wear a mask to begin with? Is for like the mysterious, or just don't feel comfortable? No judgment. Yeah, well, I made a video about that. You Google Nameless, we all wear masks. You figure that out. So yeah. Dio, I would suggest you look up Jim Quick on YouTube specifically. Oh yeah, for learning. Exactly. My girlfriend just bought me that book. It's amazing. I didn't read it yet, but yeah, definitely something I'm gonna look at as well. Yes, having confident attitude makes others more attracted. Yes, I believe having good hygiene, good heart, being elegant is more important than having a Barbie or a Ken face. Yeah, absolutely. Personality in dating. Um, how much does it cost to travel from Toronto to Montreal? I don't know. It's not you buy a train. I don't know. I haven't done that in a while. uh, Little Giant, thank you. I will definitely try writing my conflicts down and drawing conclusions. Yeah, do that. How to stop obsessing over a person and stop getting hopes up? Well, start thinking about other people. Start doing something else with your time than thinking about that particular person. If you have things to do, if you have a purpose to strive towards, if you have like, I don't know, you dream of becoming an artist, you work towards that, you work hard towards, building your business, all these things, you're going to think less about that person. And I think mostly it has to do with, more abundance. You need to go out in I'm guessing it's like in a romantic way that you're asking that the problem is here. So it seems like you just got to cultivate more abundance, meet more people, more girls, more guys, whatever you're into. Okay. Okay, the idea of writing your conflicts down is great. We write down complex math, and then it's really to solve it. While feeling depression, we can write it down, ask why I'm feeling this, and it solves. Yes, exactly. Write it down, honestly. What do you think about PUA culture? I made a whole video on that. 50, I think it's 45 minutes long. Just write why I quit PUA, Nameless, in the YouTube search. You'll find it. Even just Nameless PUA, you should find it. Fabu fan, I'm 18-year-old boy. I've lost my mom when I was 4. Oh, okay. My dad married another woman. Okay, she's toxic. Damn, that breaks my heart because that's hard, right? I mean, your whole childhood all the way up to now is problems. Lonely and depressed. I'm living my grandfather how to lead a happy life. Yeah, I mean, in a way, you're gonna be grateful that you're still alive and you still made it through all this, and you're, you had the strength to go through all that, even lonely as depressed. That's amazing. Honestly, use your story to motivate others, or use your story to, in a positive way. Use that in a positive way to help other people or influence others in a way. I don't know. Make something out of it. Maybe you can make art out of that. There's so many ways you can use like the darkest of things that happened to you in a positive way. Me, I used the anger that I felt from being rejected from film school and never make it to my dream career, becoming a film director. And I used that to create Nameless. And look at what happened. So you can use your greatest pain to do something about that. That's what I would say and do. Hi, Nameless. I'm having anxiety about turning 23. Is that still considered young? Have not accomplished any of my big goals yet. You gotta understand, like 23 is so young. I mean, I was 23 not too long ago. Actually, I'll reveal my age in a in a video soon. Stay tuned for that. But I was 23 not too long ago, and I mean, so young. And when I felt 23, I remember I felt the same about my life. Like, shit, man, I haven't accomplished that much. I wish I accomplished more. And as Gary V would say, patience. Patience. You gotta be patient. You just gotta do it. Just fucking do it. Just do it. Honestly. Haha, it's me. I knew it, Denny. I knew it was you. Thanks for sneaking in there. Feel sorry for you. I hope you rise and break from your chains. I agreed. Febu, stay strong. I'm sure you can get through that. Just honestly, you just need the support. Like, find a support group, join the Discord. We want to help you out. You just need like good people to surround yourself with. I feel that's what you need. Diamond, I hope things go well for you. You guys are awesome. I love people that I love when my people in my own community are nice to each other and all that, and they help each other out, because there's so many, like, you go on like certain Facebook groups, and they call themselves self-help groups, and they're just toxic to each other sometimes, like especially the PUA MGTOW groups. So I'm happy you guys are nice to each other. Graduated 2 years ago. Recently heard from college friend. Me speaking of how I was a great student. She's a great teacher. Okay. I'm just gonna scroll through these. If there's no like question, I'll just scroll through. So um oh, you're having anxiety because you see 18, 19-year-old girls way ahead of you. Uh Honestly, my advice for you is that everyone goes at their own pace, Gina. It's like one goes at their own pace, and there's some people who become millionaires at 18 years old. Like, they open a Shopify store, like e-commerce store. They become millionaires at 18, and it's completely crazy. I saw this ad the other day. It's like a 17-year-old kid. He's like a millionaire, and he's like a college dropout, and it's like this video of him on the plane. I don't know if it's all fake. Maybe it's all fake, but whatever. But I mean, I mean, even if you make it at 25 or 30, like, whatever you want to do, I mean, that's I mean, it would still be worth it. You don't have to make it at 23 and know everything at 23. It comes down to comparison to others. So it feels like you're gonna block out all this social media. Don't look at it. Don't even. I have newsfeed eradicated. I eradicate my social media, so I don't even look at it. Okay. I only use it for business purposes now, but yeah, just looks like you gotta start focusing on yourself more, less on other people. Uh, yes. Just look plowing through here. Do you get this idea of the man behind this mask from V for Vendetta? Hell yeah, V for Vendetta. Actually, I think I watched the movie like a few days, like while I was thinking about what Nameless was going to be about. I watched V for Vendetta. I watched Anonymous, some of their videos, and I got the inspiration from that. Absolutely huge inspiration from them. Absolutely. Uh, hell yeah. Okay. A little minimalistic with women, and I don't think I meant it in that sense, but I meant like minimalistic as in like you want to you want to minimalism is the philosophy that less is more, right? So that's kind of what I meant. Is like you just need a few friends. In general, you just need a few friends, a few relationships to be happy. You don't need 1,000 people in your life. Honestly, you need 1,000 people. You just need a few people that really care for you. That's what I found. Please come to Nameless Discord. Yes, come to Nameless Discord. Come to Nameless Discord. It's the best place. Also, what's your zodiac and how old are you? Just curious. I don't know what my zodiac is. My age, I'm gonna reveal it in the next few weeks. Okay, so subscribe, hit the bell. You're gonna. I'm just gonna. It's the video where I reveal my age is gonna be called "The Story of Nameless." Okay, just look for that video. I'm gonna reveal it here. I don't know, because I feel like the video sets the tone for that reveal, I think. Anyways, do you think a person can become like Joker if they're depressed and still laughs? Yeah, I saw the movie Joker. It's an incredible film. Incredible film. I'm sure people laugh to hide their people. They sometimes they try to fake a positive emotion to try to mask their negative emotion. It happens so much, and honestly, I'm sure some people they try to hide their emotions. Even some self-help coaches and stuff. They're like always positive and shit, and it's so fake. I don't know. And I actually lived with my roommate. He's actually a self-help coach too. What the fuck? So funny, right? No, not a self-help coach. He's like a he was a PUA coach. Maybe I'll do a video on him in the future, but unfortunately, like it lacked. It was like he was not real. It was weird, and he was a coach too. It made no sense, and he was not authentic, and it feels like he was trying to mask all his negativity with like a smile. And yeah, I mean it's very unhealthy. Like oh shit, did I press back by accident? Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so that's the problem. So yes, that can happen. Would you rather be extremely like professional, stand-up comic level, funny but antisocial person, or a boring person with lots of friends? That's a good question. Would you be extremely funny but antisocial? What would I be? Well, I'd rather be a boring person with like great friends. Not a lot of friends, but great friends. Because I mean, what's the point of being funny? I feel like funny, you should want to be funny because it's funny to you, not because you want to get approval from others, right? I mean, I say sometimes I'll say funny things or whatever to my friends, and I say it not because I want them to laugh. I say it because I find it funny myself. So I mean, I never understood people who want to be, I guess, uh, you want to be fun. If you want to be funny, it should be for yourself because you enjoy being funny, right? Not because I don't know. I'd rather be boring and have a few good friends. That's what I'd rather be. Is there a giveaway soon? I don't know, but maybe I'll give away some merch in the future. There's a Nameless merch T-shirts. Nameless T-shirt. Maybe you can find it under the video. Under some of my videos, you see the banner. Sometimes not. Maybe I'll give away a T-shirt soon. I don't know. Thank you for the advice, Nameless. What's your birthday? My birthday is in June. June. Maybe I'll reveal it also. I'm currently dealing with porn addiction. I wanted to see if you had some advice. So far, I'm seeing a therapist, and I feel like it's going nowhere. But as you said, I need patience. But any advice? Ask yourself, why are you addicted to porn? What's the underlying issue that's sort of gravitating you towards porn? It could be something, I don't know. Maybe you're trying to escape something, and you got to look into that. See like what's the root cause, and what you're trying to escape from. If you know what you're trying to escape from, and you confront that, and then you should probably be better equipped to overcome it. Robert, I have this boggling me, bro. I need your opinion on this because I respect your views. Okay, yeah. Do you believe in being a provider to women, like paying for all the dates in a relationship, or 50-50? No, I don't believe in being a provider to all of your dates. I don't believe that. Actually, my relationships are very 50-50. And all the people in my life, whether it be like you know, all the people in my life, personally, I always set the tone of like, you can help me out, I can help you out, but I don't expect you to like be like, I don't expect you to do me favors, right? That's sort of the tone that I set with my relationships and my friends. And the tone is also very 50-50. It's very equal. And so it's like, if my girlfriend is struggling financially, whatever, I'm going to help her out. If I'm struggling, she's probably help me out, right? So it's sort of this tone that I set. And if as a man, you come up to the date and you always pay for everything, I feel like this conveys the wrong message, because then you're the woman is going to expect that every day, or she's going to expect that every date, and it just sets a wrong frame. It's like sets the wrong expectation, and sort of very materialistic, right? So if you split 50-50, I feel like it doesn't set that tone, and I think it's better. So yeah. Just one moment, please. I'll be right back. I think just one moment. Oh fuck! Holy shit! I fucked up. Holy shit! This is embarrassing, by the way. Um. Oh shit. Okay, well, Facebook is gone. Facebook. I'm gonna put this live. This could be hilarious. But I just gotta open the door for my girlfriend. Just 1 second, guys. Okay. What's going on? I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Non, je suis encore. J'ai fini. Tu vas rentrer? Eh ben, juste. On va te voir. Okay. Je finis bientôt. Je suis encore là, je suis désolé. Oui, je finis bientôt, je suis encore là. Okay, yeah, I gotta finish that soon. That's the only way you can stop. I don't know what you're talking about here. When will you be going live again? So I don't know. I kind of do them one off. I'll probably do them more since I'm doing Facebook Live as well. Okay. Yeah, so I just gonna plow through these here. So I'm just gonna maybe ask two, respond to two or three. Just I have to go through the short ones. How do you help others while still trying to help yourself? Well, first, trying to help yourself first. If you help yourself first, then it's just gonna help everything out. If you take care of yourself first, this is make everything easier because how can you help others if you can't help yourself, right? So start with yourself first, and then you can do that. Help others on the side, sort of. But as you're helping others, always think of yourself like, am I helping others in a way that is endangering myself or sort of like stepping on top of my needs? Then that's bad, right? You always want to help others in a way that helps. What the fuck is going on? Okay, sorry about that. Yeah. What does your girlfriend think of your PUA past? Does it ever interfere with the relationship? Yeah, well, she thinks a lot of things, and I just tell her that it's the past. I can probably do a video about that, so maybe I'll do that in the future because there's a lot to say here. Cool. So yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I don't have time to answer all the questions here, okay, because I have to go. But if you have any questions, then in the comments below, in the Facebook comments or the YouTube comments, and I'll answer them. Apologize. I'll try to answer some of them in the comment section below after this video. So thank you for watching, and hopefully see you soon. Okay. So peace. Okay. How do you end this? There you go.